Some new details today. Police confirmed that Robert Vicosa and Tia Bynum and Vicosa's young daughters were shot before their vehicle crashed just over the Maryland state line Thursday afternoon.
The Baltimore County Police Chief, where both Vicosa and Bynum worked, called this a tragedy that is beyond horrific and a senseless act of violence that has shaken the department to its core. Those feelings are certainly shared in York County, where the girls lived.
Seth Kaplan begins our team coverage live in York County tonight. Seth.
Valerie, to be specific, from the block where they lived in that house right there, where they were gone by the time police arrived Monday.
They jumped out the cars with assault rifles, and my son had just gotten off the bus, and they were telling him to hurry up and get in the house.
Nicole Fitchett knew the family since they moved in.
They were our direct neighbors for a little while before this house was completely built. Right here next to us.
Now Nicole, who has a son who's 6, same age Aaminah Vicosa was, can barely look at the house with the 2 bicycles out front that Gigi and Mina will never ride again.
We're praying. We're praying. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing you can do is hold on to your faith.
Actually, though, she's doing more.
And we were just like, what can we do? So we thought about doing a vigil just to show Mom that, you know, we're her family. We're her neighborhood family forever.
Earlier in the day, complete strangers began adding to a small nearby memorial organized by the Southern PA Incident Network, even though they didn't have memories of the girls like this one.
They helped us find our lost cat one day. They took their dogs in the house so we could search the yard for our cat, and they were so helpful, and that's a tribute to their mom, and they were the sweetest.
But their dad?
Most of the time when people drive up and down our street, we're waving. You know, you're waving, you're smiling, you're nodding. We never had that with him. He just sped up and down the street.
Which raises the question about whether police responded quickly enough once they knew what was happening.
I don't want to talk bad about them, but I think something could have been done a little sooner. Us as a neighborhood, a lot of us have Ring doorbells. You know, we would have been on the lookout. We would have been vigilant and helping if any way we could.
So could police have done more? Should they have done more? ABC 27 senior investigator Kendra Nichols looked over all the court paperwork in this case. She continues our team coverage with that part of the story.
According to York Area Regional Police, they interviewed Robert Vicosa's estranged wife at their station 4 p.m. Sunday. At that time, she told them Robert Vicosa held her hostage, assaulted her, and threatened to kill her 2 daughters and himself. She also told police that Tia Bynum was there and helped Vicosa, and police knew there were weapons in the home. According to court papers, York Area Regional Police got a search warrant for Vicosa's home on Pleer Lane at 9 o'clock Sunday night, November 14th, but didn't execute the warrant until 3:28 p.m. the next day, Monday the 15th, 18 hours later. Several police sources tell me search warrants cannot be executed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., but say exceptions can be made if there is the possibility of imminent death. Another question? According to court documents, police didn't have their first contact with Tia Bynum until 5:30 on Monday, almost 24 hours after the victim told investigators Bynum had helped hold her captive. Also, police described Bynum as not forthcoming when they talked to her at her home. So did they consider taking her to the station for questioning or putting her under surveillance? And if not, why not? And did they reach out to other agencies to help in the investigation? With the ABC 27 investigators, I'm Kendra Nichols.
And York Area Regional Police said the chief was not in today and no one was available to speak to the media. Aside from a brief statement after the murder-suicide in Maryland, the department hasn't spoken publicly about this case and says it may do so again sometime in the future.